Krysia Lenzo is a Republican strategist. Krysia, what's going on? How is this so mismanaged from the mayor's office?
It's so mismanaged from the mayor's office because he is now finally sounding the alarm of what we knew all along, which is that sanctuary cities and the migrant crisis is a real issue. And the fact that he's mentioning this now is very, very important. But realistically, it just shows that there are no America First policies in this country with respect to the migrant crisis, and is now hurting our children. Safety cuts at a time when we're seeing an increase in anti-Semitism, an increase in crime in our schools. This is absolutely the worst possible time to be doing this. So I'm glad he's sounding the alarm, but too little, too late.
I mean, just going through the proposed budget cuts, specifically on it. Yeah. Education is huge on there, and after-school programs would be one of the ones that would be affected. Some of these parents, they're working two jobs. They have to put their school into this care. Mm-hmm. Some people can't afford, again, to pay for maybe someone to sit for them, et cetera. And then you cut something like that, that's going to hurt hardworking families in the city.
It's definitely going to hurt hardworking families. And what parents are now going to be in charge of safety, they're going to be vigilantes and protecting their kids against what might be, someone coming into the classroom with a gun. I mean, it's just so many different issues that this raises. But we also saw the same thing in Massachusetts with the funding there and moving the funding away from the homeless people who are actually American citizens versus migrants who are coming in illegally. And this is, again, a shift of where our funds are going, where our hardworking taxpayer dollars are going. And it's very, very difficult for everyday Americans to really understand why there are these budget cuts.
So it's going to be moved away from education, library funding, sanitation, which, by the way, really key in New York City here. You don't want to save money on that one. No. And then also this headline here, part of it, less than 30,000 cops. Can you speak to that? We talk about morale, the lack of it within the NYPD right now. Now you're finding out there's going to be fewer officers on the street.
Right. And again, Eric Adams, a lot of people had faith in him, that he was a former cop, that he was going to come in and really up the morale. But unfortunately, those who truly knew Eric Adams back in the day knew that he was not going to be the one to solve this problem. While he wears his NYPD cap, those who are in the NYPD do know that he is not necessarily the one to, put cops first, raise their morale. I do hope in the next election cycle, as a Republican strategist, we have someone who could run toe-to-toe with Adams, because a lot of this mismanagement that he's calling out right now is his own fault.
Just to be to point it out for you, less than 30,000 officers. I think it's at 36,000, something like that. So now you're sitting at 29,000. It hasn't been that low in New York City since the early 90s.
Wow. And we're facing increased terrorist threats, as we all have heard from those in government.
Yeah, absolutely. And the rise in anti-Semitism, it all plays into it. Krysia Lenzo is going to stay with us. A lot more to discuss, including this coming